Hey there, I am Emily, and I am here with Nourished NWE Client Christina, who is graduating today. Congratulations, Christina. We've been so lucky and happy to work with you over the past 18 months. I just wanted to let all of our viewers in here and hear more about your story and kind of what got you to this point. So can you give us a little introduction about yourself and where you were before you started the program?
Yes. So before I started Nourished with Emily, I would like stress eat on the way home from work before dinner. So I would get a bag of Sun Chips or my favorite candy bar, and it wasn't really fueling my body in the way I needed to because I'm quite active throughout the day at my day job. And I also wanted to get back to my more active self that I had been previously. So I used to do like triathlons or run half marathons, and I kind of got away from that, and I wanted to find that aspect of myself and ease back into it, but I knew I couldn't do it without proper nutrition. And so I wanted to work with Emily to work on those things.
Absolutely. What would you say has been like the biggest transformation that you've had over the past 18 months?
Well, I definitely think recognizing those small wins, and taking like small steps, because like as you build those little blocks, they became like way larger wins. So like obviously I'm not binge eating anymore or stress eating, and I can say like I have other tools to cope with if something didn't go right, or I had a little bit more on my plate than I had anticipated, and so I've gotten better with like time management. And either just making better choices so that I can set myself up for success throughout the day.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've definitely been able to prove that as far as with your planning and execution of meals, getting your husband on board, all of that. Tell me, what has been your favorite part of working together?
One of my favorite things has been like, I get to pick my goals, and I get to like, and you get to like, I first started doing weekly calls. And so like that really helped me gauge like where I was at. And then like I could say, oh, that wasn't working for me, or actually that wasn't my goal. And reassess, or like, you know, maybe there were some weeks where I needed to work more on like mindfulness or like even journaling. And it wasn't necessarily getting out and, you know, going on a bike ride, or maybe some weeks it was like going slower and focusing on stretching. And you don't always have to go hard. And I think that's like a misconception that if you're not going hard, you won't make progress. And sometimes it's just knowing when to listen to yourself, you know, and when to make those steps.
Yeah, and when to slow down. Awesome. What would you say to someone who has been thinking about joining the program but just hasn't taken the leap yet?
I would say like, don't like be overwhelmed by the costs, because like Emily's willing to work with you. Like, you know, I started off weekly, and then I realized like I could work with Emily longer if I went to going like bi-monthly or twice a month. And so that was able, like I wasn't quite ready to graduate like say 6 months ago. And so like that flexibility of like in the beginning I needed weekly, and then the flexibility. And then for this last month, you know, like going a longer period of time between calls, and like really saying like apply what you've learned and let's see how you fly. And so like that really like that flexibility was my key to success.
Absolutely. Well, it's been amazing working with you. I'm so proud of you. And like we were saying earlier, once a client, always a client. So if you ever need anything, let us know. But thank you so much for sharing your journey with us.
Thank you, Emily.